at Metamora, though, overall, with the football field, the soccer field, and the baseball field, your outdoor facilities are, I mean, I don't know if anybody in the Mid-Illini's got anything better.
We're pretty proud of that, and and also, a lot of the schools do utilize a park district, and we don't. We pretty much have our own facilities here, and it is very nice. I mean, I think it's nothing that's elaborate, but
No.
yet it's very functional and gets the job done for us. We got lights for both varsity baseball and varsity softball.
The other thing that I just think this is so nice, you're on the school campus. Your kids do have a long ways to walk from the school. It seems like it's forever and a day, so most of them drive out here, but it's still on campus.
Yes, it is. It's a good situation for us, there's no doubt about it. And one little change we're going to be making here shortly. You probably noticed that the underclass baseball dugouts have finally bit the dust. When this facility was built back in the year about 2000, I believe, was when this facility was built. At that time, we didn't really have a field for the underclass baseball. We were playing over at St. Mary's, which was a junior high field. It was a real nice field, but it just wasn't really big enough. Right field, you'd hit the ball in the street pretty easy. And so as soon as we got the opportunity to get that field going, we jumped on that one first as a first priority, and we made some dugouts that we put up pretty quick. So they really weren't as good as the block dugouts that we currently have right now for softball, for varsity and underclass.
Well, the facilities itself have really turned into a really nice place. The night games here are incredible to see. The softball doesn't play any night games this year because of some conflicts with some other schools coming in to play night games. But when you were able to play here at night on the softball, it was really, really nice.
It's a beautiful facility. There's no doubt about it. In fact, pretty lucky. The first night game that we had, and I really couldn't tell you what year that was. I'm going to venture to say around 2005, somewhere around there. Lisa Overy took a picture from the outfield, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous picture of our first night softball game we had out here.
Yeah, there's been some awfully good softball teams to come through this field too.
Sure has.
And
we got more to come.
Yes, we do. And Metamora this year, awfully young tonight. 2 freshmen in the starting lineup, 2 sophomores, 4 juniors, and 1 senior.
Yep. So as long as we keep them out, keep them healthy, we got a real good future for us. And having a sophomore pitcher, that's our number 1 pitcher right now, Cindy Lipback, is a sophomore. It's pretty nice to know that you're going to have somebody like her. With the catcher, that's Maddie Vansel, it's also a sophomore. So you got the 1-2 spot, pretty important.
Take time now for the national anthem.
All right, here we go. We're about ready to get started. I would imagine we got Jim Humphrey up there doing the scoreboard, and probably got Amy DeFreitas doing the announcing.
Yes. Here's the starting lineup for Limestone. I'm not sure their record coming into the game, but Shelby Terrell plays second, leads off. Alyssa Otten in right. Megan Thompson, the catcher. Zoe Smith at first base. Sam Knox, the pitcher. Caitlin Cooper in center. Lexi Trammell at shortstop. Jordan Van Roer at third. And Gabby Wood in left. Go ahead and give Metamora's lineup. Leading off, the catcher, Maddie Vansel. Abby Tucker, the shortstop, bats second. Batting third is Kelsey Bartman, third baseman. Sydney Litvak, the pitcher, bats fourth. Kaylee Guth at first base. Anna Barrow, the flex player, designated player. Joe Guerrero at second. Sarah Morris is in right, and Corinne Kern in center field. Megan Skinder is in left. How long were you the softball coach here?
I was head coach for 9 years. Probably, I'm somewhere close to about 1979 till about 1988, 87, I think. 87 was the last year I probably coached as a head coach. And then I came back years later to help out as a frost soft coach.
Wow.
So I've had about 18 years helping out with softball.
Well, inside, 1-0. That's when you used to play out at the grade school.
Yes, we did. Never got to coach out here at this field. But it was sure nice, all the former teams that, had so much success that, we could build something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first year we played was probably in 2005.
Three and 0 the count.
Uh-oh.
She'll walk.
Not the start we wanted to have, but, just getting adjusted to the wind, and we'll see how things go. A lot of times teams will bunt in this situation. We'll see if they do a safety and turned around or there they go.
Ball's fouled off. Runner will have to return to first. Litvak suffering from some leg injuries.
Yeah, I think she's been complaining a little bit about some shin splints, and so that's pretty tough when you're coming down hard with your plant foot. That's a good situation. We got an 0-2 count on her, so it kind of helps take away the bunt. That's good. Now they got to hit away, so that helps. That helps a lot when you can't just automatically advance that runner to second base. You can see that runner had some pretty good speed when she was taken off in that first bunt attempt.
That was pretty close there, wasn't it?
Sure was. That's a good one. 0-2 pitch. That's a great spot. Hopefully they'll go fishing for it. There we go.
Strikeout swinging for the first out of the inning.
Good job by Sydney to kind of help herself out a little bit after she walked that first batter. You come right back and get one out on them right away. Kind of take care of things yourself. It just seems like there's always a history of that. When you walk the leadoff batter of the inning, so many times they score.
Yeah.
The percentage is really high on that in softball because of the bunting game.
Well, in any type of baseball, or softball, that's just the worst thing you want to do is walk that leadoff hitter.
Sure is.
If you can come back and got a strikeout looking.
Good job, Sydney. Keep things rolling.
That brings up Zoe Smith. She was able to get Alyssa Otten strikeout swinging and Megan Thompson looking.
There we go. Stolen base by Terrera going from first to second. Glad they didn't try to do that with the second batter when she didn't get the bunt down.
Yeah. It does change things, even if you walk the first hitter. When you get those next two, the second and third place hitters to strike out, that's
huge.
big. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, that's good. As number 4 hitter, you don't want to give her too many good pitches.
Kind of handcuffed her a little bit.
Good pitch.
Evens the count at 2-2, 2 outs.
Yeah, those power hitters usually don't like those pitches on the hands.
Yeah, they like to extend their arms.
They sure do. Get that power in there. And change up.
Full count. Not missing by much.
Handcuffed her again.
Boy, nice job.
Well, that three Ks that inning. That's wonderful. Good job, Sydney.
No hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the first. No score.
Well, Scott, something I got to throw in here. 10 years ago from today, Metamora ended up winning a 20-inning game against IVC.
In softball.
Softball, yep.
20-inning game. Wow.
It took 2 days to play that one because it didn't have lights back in those days.
Was that here?
I don't tell you the truth. I don't recall that. But we were playing IVC, and the names that were in there, we had Laura Willman that got a walk. I think Stephanie Tepke got the hit in there, and Jill Doty was the pitcher.
Wow.
So it's pretty nice to have that. 20-inning game. Wow, there aren't too many of those out there.
No.
I can remember one time Washington, I think it was Washington and Morton, probably really good softball teams back in the day, that they won it to an 18-inning game one time. I thought that was a lot.
Man. Same pitcher?
Well, it was with the Washington Morton game, yes.
Would you have the same pitchers in the 20-inning game that Metamora played?
Well, it was 2 days.
Two.
So I would say yes. Jill Doty was the pitcher at that time, so I'd say yes. She did probably pitch both days. And softball, you can do that. Baseball is just completely different.
Different strain on your arm.
Yep. During these summer league games, I kind of, sometimes it's kind of a push if they do a lot of it, but I think pitchers sometimes can do 3 games in a day for these Saturday, Sunday tournaments.
Maddie Vansel leads off for Metamora. Just to Southmore.
That's a great catch.
Man.
Great catch. That was a good hit by Maddie Vansel, that's for sure. That probably would have been a double probably if she would have got there, but great catch by the center fielder, Caitlin Cooper.
Abby Tucker, the second hitter. That ball was hit really hard.
Sure was, line shot. Can't hit it any better than that. Pitcher's got a little bit of an unusual wind-up.
Kind of the softball version of Jim Cott. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, sure do. Sometimes I think they do that to kind of distract the batter. All right, going to get that one.
That's a hit. Nice job by Tucker. Brings up Kelsey Bartman. I believe she's only a sophomore.
Kelsey, I think I have her down as a junior.
Is a junior?
Tucker's got some speed. Let's see if we advance her to second with a steal or with a bunt. We'll see.
1 on, 1 out.
Man, we'll take that on a wild pitch. That advances Tucker to second base. We're in good position now. We got only 1 out, and we've got 2 chances to get that run across the plate. Runner on second base.
Just foul. 1-2 the count.
Be awfully nice to jump off to a nice lead first inning. All right. Oh, not going to. Okay. Pitcher did a nice job of that. She knocked the ball down. That's what you need to do in infield. Keep the ball in play, knock it down, keep it in front of you, and she did a good job of that and still got the out at first base. But it did advance our runner to third base.
Tucker at third base with 2 outs. Brings up Sydney Litvak, has a chance to help herself. Now, she's only a sophomore.
She is sophomore. Boy, can she hit the ball hard. Got to be careful not to groove on her.
That's a fair foul ball.
Yeah, shoot. See how hard she hit that ball? That was ripped right down to third baseline.
One and one the count.
Pulled a little bit more, and that might have picked off Linder at third base. See how quick he is over there.
That's why he stands over by the fence.
Yeah, I notice he is doing that quite a bit right now, isn't he?
1 and 2. That ball caught the outside corner.
Good play by the shortstop to end the inning.
1 hit, no runs. We go to the top of the second. Still no score.
Starting out with the number 5 hitter, 5, 6, and 7 coming up.
Metamora kind of mirrored Limestone's first inning. Got a runner to third, but couldn't capitalize.
Well, we moved the ball a lot better than they did.
Yeah, we hit the ball harder.
Yes, we did. They had 3 strikeouts, so we did a nice job. It's too bad, Maddie Vansel really did a nice job. Just really hit the ball hard into the gap, but the center fielders made a great catch on that line drive.
Due up for Limestone is Sam Knox, the pitcher, center fielder Caitlin Cooper, and the shortstop Lexi Trammell.
So this is the pitcher, huh? She's batting left-handed, but was a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah. Nice pitch. Again, just like in baseball and softball, it's good to get ahead in the count 0-1.
No doubt about it, because now it's a lot easier. I mean, she's a number 5 hitter, so she's probably a pretty good hitter for their team. So you can't groove one, that's for sure. Nice play.
Nice play by Guth. I bring up Caitlin Cooper, the center fielder. Boy, she made a really nice play in that first inning against Vansel.
Sure did. Probably saved some runs. Could have been a big inning for us.
Yeah. That would have changed the complete complexion of that game had Vansel gotten on. She probably would have gotten to second base.
I'm pretty sure she would have got a double. Because the center fielder was laid out for her. She laid out for it and didn't catch it. Then she would have had time to get to second for sure.
Oh, yeah. 1-1 the count. Fouled off. 1-2. Boy, how nice it is for Coach Linder to have your pitcher and catcher both be sophomores.
No doubt about that, because they're just going to get better and better. The two of them, they're going to get to know each other real well. And you know what? When you want a good, solid softball team, you always want to kind of work to the middle.
Yep.
Pitcher, catcher, get a good, strong shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder. That's your backbone of your defense right there.
Yep. If you're strong up the middle, you'll be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Strikeout. Swinging.
That's 4 strikeouts already.
Yeah. 4 of the 5 outs have been strikeouts.
Mm-hmm. And 4 of the 6 batters. Trammell's the shortstop.
Lexi Trammell. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1.
Easy play for Tucker.
Nice play. In the inning, no hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score.
Nice going 1, 2, 3. Get them out of there, and we go up to bat, and we put up our number 5 hitter, Kaylee Guth. I think after Sydney kind of walked that first batter, she's really coming around, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Got 4 strikeouts and a couple easy plays on the infield.
Yeah, it doesn't. One hitter or two hitters usually don't. That doesn't determine how good or bad a pitcher is. It's how they settle down.
Mm-hmm.
She settled down. You know, situations like that, you see a lot of pitchers sometimes, lose their control. She's done a really nice job of kind of staying within herself and throwing strikes.
Sure doesn't hurt when you strike 3 of them out in a row, does it?
No.
Help yourself out.
So Kaylee Guth will lead off this inning for the Redbirds. Fouled off. Field looks nice.
Hey, Harlan Zobrist, he's all over it. Harlan does a tremendous job. That's one reason why these fields are in such good shape is our field maintenance man, Harlan Zobrist. Whoa, threw it over. Ooh, that almost went over the fence. That would have given us an easy one to second base.
I'm going to give her a hit on that. That was a tough play.
I think so, too. You bet.
So we lead off with a single that brings up Anna Barrow. Now's when the strategy kind of starts, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We'll see what happens. Haven't seen Anna hit enough times to see what she does. Is she going to have her hit away or try to bunt her to second base?
The bunt is a big part of a softball game, isn't it?
There's no doubt about it. I think you got to play small balls sometimes. I think some teams are getting away from it, but that's their choice. But I still think small ball is what helps keep players moving. No matter what, Scott, you got to put the ball in play. And the pop-up and the strikeout are the worst two things for an offensive team, that's for sure.
Yeah.
In softball, a lot of times you keep the ball on the ground, it helps out.
So the batter's out, but the runner can advance, right?
Yes, that's right. As long as didn't foul tip it, and she didn't. And so what? You know what? That's the same thing as a bunt, really. She got the job done and distracted the catcher enough that she didn't get the ball. And we got a runner at second base with 1 out.
Brings up Joe Guerrero.
It just doesn't matter how you get him to second. Just get him there.
Yeah. Two and 0 the count. Jill's only a freshman. And she's my neighbor.
Yes, she is.
Nice play by the catcher. 3-0.
So she get out there and hit as much as her brothers do out there in that batting cage?
He's out there quite a bit.
That's good. Make use of that batting cage.
Oh, they definitely do. Man, a batting cage growing up would have just been the most incredible thing.
Have one of those in your own backyard? Wow.
Yeah.
It is pretty amazing. Okay, had her swinging on 3-1 count.
Now even it up at 3-2.
That was a good pitch to go for her. It was right down the pipe for her. She got a good cut at it. Good job. Move the ball. Okay. Nice job moving the ball and got the runner at third base. A lot of things can happen when you get that runner at third.
2 down for Sarah Morris, the right fielder. Another freshman.
Be a good time for her to come up with a big hit early in her career.
Foul ball. We've been putting the pressure on Limestone.
We have. We had runners on base both innings. Had a runner on third first inning too, didn't we? There's a shot. Let's see if she can run it out. Okay, good play by the shortstop. Left the one runner on base at third.
1 hit, no runs. We go to the top of the third, no score.
Now, it's like you say, I think it's, I know you just keep putting pressure on the team, like we've done the first 2 innings. We've had runner on third both times. You know, the pressure's getting there, and eventually something's going to happen.
Due up for Limestone, Jordan Van Roer, the third baseman, Gabby Wood, the left fielder, and then the top with Shelby Terrell. What is? So what other exciting things are going on here in Metamora?
Well, you know, our first robotics.
Oh, nice play
Good play.
by Bartman, the third baseman.
Our robotics team was just got done with their season 2. And, you know, that's where our engineering group, our future engineers at our school, you know, have 6 weeks to build a robot. And they competed at 2 competitions, one in Peoria and one in the Chicago area. And they had a real nice piece on the news last night on WMBD. They fixed up a little a kid car for a young girl that has a disability, and you know, they're trying to do a good job of making sure that both her hands are on there. That's the only way it runs, if both hands are on there. They're trying to get her hands out of her mouth a little bit, just to, you know, kind of train her for that. And it's just a lot of fun for that young girl that she can ride one of those toy cars with electricity, you know, and it just moves all over the place. So it's just a real nice piece and really shows what good things that our kids are doing at this school for others. That play go to the pitcher by chance?
That was a strikeout.
Okay, another K. Good. I'm glad he got that.
2 down here in the third brings up Shelby Terrell.
Nicely laid bunt. We could see the speed of that runner in the first inning. You know, when she got on base the first inning, she had a lot of speed. So, you know, it's a situation where she's at first base with 2 outs. She stole a base, you know, the first inning. So we'll see if she goes. The coach sends her again.
Brings up Alyssa Otten. She struck out in the first. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1 on with 2 outs.
Good backup. Great job by Sarah Morris in right field, being alert, backing that play up so she couldn't advance to second.
It's a real nice play.